December 14th, 2018. It was the ninth month anniversary for my ex and I had just left school, preparing to hang out with her in her apartment. Little did she know I had two phones. My second phone being the one where I hid the deeds I was ashamed of, and I was texting another girl on it. Deep down, I knew what I was doing was selfish and beyond disrespectful, but I was attached to my flesh and I didn't want to let go. That day, however, I told myself this would be it. No more of these games. I'm gonna cut ties with this girl and make amends with my real partner. Keep in mind, that's what I told myself, not what I actually did. What I actually did was keep that girl on my second phone for a bit longer because a thought in my mind told me it wouldn't hurt to keep this up as long as you don't get caught. As ashamed as I was, I kept her alongside my hip and went to my girl's crib. When I arrived, she can already tell something is up because a few days ago I refused to give her my phone when she playfully reached for it. Fast forward, I thanked her mom for the food and I started getting ready to leave. As soon as I stand up to reach for my coat and turn around, I turn back around to see my phone in her hand, swiping and tapping intensely through my apps. At this point, my heart is racing, throat clenching up, and I feel as if everything I had would be lost in a moment's notice. As she uses my phone, the look of disgust on her face gets worse, and just from that, I already know what she's looking at. She looks at me, eyes full of shock and frustration, and turns the phone to me, forcing me to sit with my sins. I stutter and attempt to explain what was happening, but she wasn't trying to hear all that. So she's screaming at me to get out and never come back here again. I kept begging her to wait and just give me another chance, but her mom intervened and threatened to call the police if I so even knocked on their door again. With my heart full of numerous intense emotions, I run downstairs to the street where my mom waited to pick me up. I get in as she's asking me how my day was, and I simply respond with horrible, hoping for this conversation to not go any further. But thank God for a caring mother, because she needs to know what's wrong with her son. So eventually I confessed to her what I got caught doing, and at first, she said that was stupid of me, but then she offered me comfort, as she can see I'm in tears. We pull up to my favorite Chinese restaurant at the time, and I'm in the passenger seat trying to find anything sharp to cut my wrist with while she's ordering food for me. I grabbed scissors and immediately started sawing into my wrist, but nothing was happening. No blood, no bruises, marks, or anything. I felt frustration more than confusion, so I put it away when mom came back in the car, thinking of what else I can do to end this self-inflicted suffering. When I get in the house, I head straight for my room, grab a chair and a belt, and set them up underneath a pull-up bar. With the belt tightened around my neck, chair underneath me, I'm seconds away from putting this nightmare to an end when my mom comes downstairs. Now keep in mind, she already gave me my food and asked me if I was okay a few minutes ago, one or two-ish. So why would she be coming to see me so suddenly? I quickly undo everything and run to my room and sit on my bed. Mom walks in, asks me if I'm okay, then says she's here if I need her. At that moment, I'm slightly calmer than I was a few seconds ago, and I don't know if it's because I was accepting my fate or her speaking soothed me, but I digress. I began to reflect on what I was just about to do and how crazy the whole situation was. After some time of thinking, I get on my PS4 and join a party with all of my friends having a good time. As soon as I start talking, they know something is wrong. So of course, they're asking what's wrong. Before I tell them, I ask them a simple question. Maybe a selfish one, but a question nevertheless. If I was to die today, how would y'all feel? There was silence for a few seconds until it's broken by one of them saying they would be depressed, followed by another saying they don't even know how to react. That's when I shamefully explained to them what I did. And of course, they're not proud of it, but just like my mother, they offered me comfort and said, "We're here if you need anybody." Now, looking back at this time in my life, I thank Allah for saving my life. I believe that my mom going downstairs wasn't about what she was going to tell me, but more of the impact her presence had on me. Just by hearing her steps, I felt ashamed and ran away. I couldn't stand the thought of her seeing her youngest child dead from. I didn't understand why God saved me and why He kept me on this earth for a day longer. But after time has passed, because of Him saving me, I was able to accept Islam, alhamdulillah, and experience so many awful and lovely aspects of life. I guess the moral of the story is this. When you're at the point of what feels like no return, that's when God may be with you the most, working to keep you going even when you're working to give up. I listened to my desires instead of the Most High's teachings, leading me to live an unfulfilling, wicked, and dangerous lifestyle. God works in mysterious ways, but His signs are all around you. You just have to see them. Trust Him through every situation, and everything will be okay. May God be with you all, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.